Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Deathground video. Now in today's Deathground video we can actually see loads of gameplay, and as you can tell by the title, our first look at Tyrannosaurus Rex in this magnificent horror survival game. So we've been waiting for a horror survival game for quite some time, and we get two at one time. Both Deathground and Goner seem very good. However, Deathground have posted gameplay throughout the week where I was actually on holiday, so I do apologise about that, but I am back now on the 21st, bringing you guys content back. But yeah, so we are going to look over some of the gameplay. We'll go step by step. Some are shorter gameplay than the other, and one of them we get to see the Tyrannosaurus Rex take down a Velociraptor, which is very interesting, and we can speculate about that. But after this commentary section right here, future editing swerve, please put it in. I'm actually going to be playing all of the clips simultaneously back to back, so you guys can sort of get an understanding of how this is going to go. I haven't decided what order they're going to be in yet, but hopefully it's an order where it's sort of not as scary and then leading up to the scariest part, and then probably T-Rex at the end. But here we are. So as you can see, we have a few clips where we are hacking the keycard. You know, it says please enter yellow keycard, and we start hacking it. It seems like actually through some other clips that we see, we can actually get keycards, but on the odd occasion that we can't get a keycard, I guess some doors we're going to have to hack in some way. But again, this is going to help out in the co-op version of the game, where we can actually play with up to 3 of our members. So 3 of us, basically, not any more than 3. And some are going to have different abilities than others. Some are going to be able to hack, some are going to be able to shoot a lot better, and that's where you're going to have to decide with your friends who's going to do what, who's going to be a lot better at what. But you know, the gameplay and the graphics look incredible. There is a short clip somewhere, about 6 seconds long I believe, where we are walking across a sort of like a foggy, eerie area with rocks and a cliffside to our right. Now looking at that clip, it looks incredible, but the only thing I notice from watching is that if a Velociraptor appears in front of you, you're going to have to jump down to your left, potentially die, or turn back the other way and hope you survive. However, looking back on the clip as well, towards the end of the clip you can clearly see that it goes into like a really dense forest and fog area, you know, so not only are we going to be able to walk in open and feel confident, but you're not going to be able to see more than 5 meters in front of you, which is going to be terrifying. So you are going to sneak about. You're not really going to want to run into the fog because anything could be over the horizon of that fog. So you want to step with caution, you know, you got to be careful what's around you and try and listen out for any footsteps from the raptors or anything like that. So there is some footage of using the torch as well in this section. We get to see some velociraptors walking about and how eerie it's going to be in sort of like a warehouse kind of thing. So this game actually looks like it's going to be extremely eerie to say the least. And they try to tease all the velociraptors and everything that we can see from here. You know, there's a lean mechanic where we can lean around corners before we look around corners. Also, you can turn the torch on and off, which is very interesting, very cool indeed. I'm happy that that's in the game, to be honest. But also, you can press doors, open doors. You know, there's different sections of this warehouse that you can go to as well. All at the same time, trying to avoid the velociraptor. At one point, I believe he did actually turn on the mechanism for something, of a machinery. And it got the velociraptor going a bit crazy. And, you know, maybe as soon as you do something correct, as in maybe the fuse or something, like an Outlast, it triggers another event. So it triggers this velociraptor to go somewhere else. And you can then walk around safely. However, the velociraptor could be in the next room that you need to go to. So something like that, something entertainable and, you know, trying to make your brain work for certain things. There's also an extremely short clip, which I'm probably going to play back to back because it's very cool. We are walking through a dense forest, seeing leaves fall in front of us, and it's raining at the same time. Now, the only dinosaurs I'm aware of in this game are Velociraptor and Tyrannosaurus Rex. However, if there is another dinosaur in here, it could be a herbivorous dinosaur. It can move in the foliage and scare you just that little bit extra, but you know it's not a threat. Let's say it's a Dryosaurus, for instance, running about through the little dense forest, and you get shook that it might be a velociraptor, but it's something that won't really harm you. That'll keep you on the edge of the seat. You don't know what's good, you don't know what's bad, but you're going to have to be cautious when playing this game. But let me tell you, the graphics look incredible. Even the guy holding the torch and the graphics on his hand, you know, the wrinkles, I think it looks incredible. And the lighting coming through the trees looks incredible just as well. But, you know, dense forests, you guys know it. I love dense forests. They're very spooky, very eerie, and it's definitely something I'm going to be excited to play for in this game. It seems like the hacking mechanism is also going to be used with something that's very similar to the heartbeat sensor. So again, the hacking system could be somebody who has access to holding the heartbeat sensor as well. We're letting you guys know if there's a dinosaur around the corner, if there's a dinosaur in this next room and stuff like that. It may have similar different modes, so it can go to one section where you're hacking and the other section where you have the heartbeat sensor, and maybe one of your players has to use it that way, another player has a gun and another player has a torch, potentially. Hopefully they all have torches, but we did see a little reel in the bottom right saying it can change what you're using in your hand as well, so that's going to be exciting. There is another scene where the guy seems to be walking very slowly, seeing a velociraptor jump on something and drop down by the looks of it to me. But then you have another crouching mechanism showing that you can actually crouch behind things, so the computer AI of the velociraptor doesn't quite spot you. Now he does sneak around the boxes, being very wary, careful, cautious, making sure this velociraptor doesn't spot him, and you are able to hear it, but there is a sense of fear when you see it in one point. You look away and then you look at the same place and the velociraptor's gone, making the player have to look behind him, making sure the velociraptor isn't there. But it seems like we are in this huge sort of foresty / warehouse area, where we're just going to have to keep track on what we do and hopefully get to an extraction point. But looking again, it looks like there's going to be more than one raptor. Unless this is the same raptor that jumped onto that vehicle and ran away, we're going to have more than one raptor by the looks of it in one area. And then also it ends to where we see a raptor sniffing around. Now, is this one of the new replayability mechanics? I don't quite know. I hope it is, because having a raptor sniff around does sound quite cool to me, if you ask me. So the clip that you guys have been wanting for quite a while now, this is the Tyrannosaurus Rex clip. As you can see, two velociraptors running away as the Tyrannosaurus Rex tries to snap up the dinosaurs. Now obviously there's not much. You see the T-Rex roar and then try to snap up the velociraptor. That's not much of a clip, 3-second clip, but we get to see our first look at the T-Rex. It looks huge, it looks menacing, and it looks like it also could potentially protect us from the velociraptors at the same time. You've just got to use the mechanics in the best way possible. But then this little clip also goes to a sort of intro, outro for the Deathground, which looks really cool as well. I might use that at the start of my Deathground videos now. But also you can support them on Kickstarter if you want to go and do that. Made by Jaw Drop Games. But, you know, this is our first look at gameplay for the Deathground, and my god, it does look incredible. Now, hopefully this game does release relatively soon. I don't expect it to release in 2020. Obviously, they need to polish it, and they need to finalize everything what they want to do and have their own personal roadmap of what they want to to do as well. But I'm definitely excited to play this game. A horror survival game sounds incredible. Now, I've spoken personally to Clayton Fioriti if he'd like to play it on my channel, and it seems like those discussions are going to go well. So if you want to see that as well, but also, you know, loads of people have been saying about the Best of Slot Gaming Beaver and myself playing this game, as you know, it's a 3-player co-op. And personally, that idea as well does sound incredible. So again, do let them know if you want that, let me know if you want that, and we'll try to come up with agreements as well. I'm going to try to play this with as many YouTubers as possible to keep a fair variety around the channel and allow people to have fun in many ways possible. But in the meantime, that's all we've got for the Deathground today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And again, if you wish to support this game, you can go to their Kickstarter link in the description down below as well. But again, hope you guys are staying safe out there, wear a mask when you go out, and take care, take precautions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.